Our daily burst of joy today is taken from Luke 24:32, and it says this: They asked each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" Well, the context of this particular verse is that two of Jesus's disciples were walking from Jerusalem to Emmaus, which was about a 17-mile journey. And they were on this walk, and this was, by the way, this was after Jesus was resurrected. So as the two were walking, they were discussing what had happened over the past several days. There was a lot happening, right? The crucifixion, a few days, and then a resurrection. Well, as they were talking, Jesus walks up to them, but they didn't recognize Jesus. God prevented them from recognizing him at that moment. Jesus was asking them what they were talking about. They were surprised that he wouldn't know about all the things that had happened around there over the past few days. They asked him if he was a visitor. Well, then Jesus shared a few things from the scriptures concerning himself. They had a sense of wonder, like powerful emotions and a spiritual awakening. They just listened intently. So then they finally got to the village that they were heading to and invited Jesus in. Of course, they didn't know it was him at the time. They invited him in, just thinking he was just some stranger walking along. Jesus decided to go in, and they sat down to eat. And Jesus took the bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them. And it was like, uh-oh, whoa. At that moment, they recognized Jesus. And then Jesus disappears. Interesting, right? This is why they said, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" Well, a couple of observations I had when I read this passage in this particular verse. A couple of things were a few of these two people, these two disciples, were just a few of the many witnesses who saw Jesus after he was resurrected. You know, it's been proven that Jesus truly did, in fact, rise from the dead. So that's number one. They also recognized Jesus when he did something they remembered him doing before he was crucified. Yes, the bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them. You know, it made me think, sometimes we're so busy, I know myself, I'm going to speak for myself, that we often don't even recognize Jesus in our lives, even as a follower of him. We forget his faithfulness from our past, the things, some great, amazing things that he's done. We're just so caught up in everything. We miss out on his blessings because we're striving too much on our own. We're caught up with our own lives that we don't even make time for Jesus or others. We feel that we already have enough on our plates to barely get through each day. I know that for myself, for sure. I have done that in the past, but I'm learning. That's why I study God's word every day, so that I can learn. I want that amazing life that Jesus died to give me. But he says that the way we're often living is a pathetic way to live, very pathetic. We need to put Jesus first, and then we'll have all we need for everything in this life. We think it's backward. You know, we think, oh, we have to do. But when we put Jesus first, he gives us everything, all that we need, strength, energy, wisdom, discernment, provisions, whatever it might be. So when we sit down and talk with Jesus and allow him to talk with us through his word, our hearts will burn. Yes, like there's these two gentlemen. Our hearts will burn with love and truth and desire and wisdom and passion to know him more, to know our Creator. This is the life that he died to give us. So, open the scriptures and allow him to unveil profound revelation and to fill you to overflowing. You won't be sorry. Your life will continue to be fulfilled more and more. So choose Jesus today and let this truth cause you to burst with joy. God bless you.